7 thrilling seasons and one large cult following later, ABC's Scandal is coming to a series end tomorrow night. Sonia Rhimes is the creative mind behind the drama that has captured the hearts of many in episodes that are filled with deceit, passion, and mind-racing missions. Bellamy Young is First Lady Mellie Grant in the series, and she's with us from Los Angeles to talk about the finale and what's next. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. I want to start things off by saying I'm a huge fan, and I want to get your take on how you're feeling now that this is coming to an end.
Oh, Molly, I have absolutely all the feelings all at once. It's crushing surreality. I feel so blessed that we've gotten to have all this time together and have made this family, you know, across the globe, our gladiators. It's a really personal family situation. And crushed that it's ending and grateful that we had it.
And you know, I feel like a lot of the fans are probably feeling the same way. They really just don't want it to come to an end. So what can we tell you, what can you tell us rather about your role? It's been so inspiring to see your role kind of evolve over the season. So how did you prepare in particular for your role?
Oh my goodness, I didn't. I was just called in the day before my role worked in the pilot. I just had 2 lines, so it was a very last minute hire, very low stress hire for them because they had bigger fish to fry making the pilot. And I was just supposed to be around for about 3 episodes when we got that first season. So I just prepared by knowing Tony Goldwyn. He just directed me in another show called Dirty Sexy Money, and I thought about the woman who would be next to Tony Goldwyn as president. You know, that's what I clung to. And as I did the 3 episodes, I sort of started feeling, you know, getting Michelle Obama inspiration for being First Lady. But once they let me stay on as a series regular, it really began to be about just trusting the material. Shonda writes so beautifully, all of our writers do, and just serving it with my whole heart. And watching Mellie have her dreams come true, like to become president, to get divorced, to live her own life. I really was moved by it. I came to love her so much and will always treasure getting to spend time in her world.
And you talk about getting inspiration from Michelle Obama, but are there any other First Ladies that you kind of grabbed pieces from to develop your character?
Yeah, once I knew I was going to be there a minute, I did my homework. Because, you know, in America we teach about the presidents, but we don't teach about the First Ladies, the woman behind the man. And so often their job was just as formidable. And as Shonda said in like season 4, the minute a man has to do the job of First Lady, they'll make a paid position. But I did, you know, of course, I remember when Hillary Clinton was First Lady and she tried to change health care. And it was the first time I thought, oh, you can bring your whole brain to that role as well as your sort of your taste. I'd seen Jackie Kennedy and I'd known of sort of the ornamental part, but I'd not known of the functional part. And then I started going back and like Julia Grant and, you know, Dolly Madison, like all of these great women beside the man. I really did try to study up because it was a lot of fun to see how much power that position holds.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of research kind of went into your particular role. And I kind of have a 2-part question. So one is the series ending as you thought it would, and kind of what's next for you?
Oh, great. You know, what a blessing. We've had this job that surprised us at every turn. And even when we got to be in DC with you guys, like shooting these last few episodes, we couldn't tell how it was going to end. So when we sat down for that last table read, we went on the ride, and we found it to be a very satisfying ride, as absolutely gutting as it is hilarious, and really, like, you know, served these characters well. And I just did a pilot for ABC called False Prophets, so I'm hoping that I stay in the ABC family and get to talk to you more about stuff like this.
Awesome. Well, Bellamy, it's been so great talking with you this morning, and you can watch the series finale coming up tomorrow, and we will have more Let's Talk Live coming up right after the break. Stay with us.